What's up YouTube? Behind me is a box with some new kit for the Scrambler. I've got a pair of pannier frames from a company called Holan, based out of Poland. These pannier frames are designed for a Bonneville, but since I'm using the Zard low cross exhaust on my Scrambler, these will fit just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing unboxed and see what we're dealing with. These have come a long way, like I said, all the way from Poland, so I don't think they're going to be damaged or anything. I'm excited to see what they actually look like. So this bar is actually the rear support bar for the pannier racks, and this bar connects the two racks in the back of the bike beyond the fender. Another reason that I chose these particular racks is you'll see that there's no holes or any drilling or mounting that needs to be done for this part or this rear support bar and the license plate. That's really important for my Scrambler because I've done a custom bob on the rear fender, and the license plate is in a location that's different from a stock fender. Here's the hardware kit for the pannier rack system, and again, nothing fancy. We've just got a few larger bolts here and some stainless bolts and washers to connect the pieces. Like most pannier systems for the air-cooled classic twins, these pannier brackets attach via a bolt threaded through the rear shock here, and then via another attachment to the bottom peg here. Finally, there's a bolt that runs through underneath the seat here, and then for this particular system there will be a crossbar that connects the two pannier racks themselves here. Now, I'm already using a rear rack from Tech Bike Parts, and this rack uses at least two of the same mounting points as the new pannier frames. So there's a little bit of concern about whether or not the two systems will be compatible, but we'll get to that part when I actually do the install. You can see on my Tiger Explorer, aka Cat, I've got a pair of SW Motec rails mounted on the bike. Now, my plan is to try to modify the racks from Holan to fit my two Trax 45-liter panniers. I've got the camera pulled in tight to look at the SW Motec rack and the Holan pannier rack at the same time. You can see that more or less they're pretty much the same size. And that bodes fairly well for me being able to adapt these pannier racks to accept the mounting hardware for my Trax panniers. Anyways, that's a quick look at the Holan pannier rack system for Triumph Bonneville. Again, this is not the Scrambler specific model. I chose the Bonneville model because I wanted a symmetrical setup for my panniers. So far, it looks like adapting the pannier racks to fit my SW Motec panniers shouldn't be too hard at all. But we'll get into that when we actually do the install. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments. If you liked what you saw, share the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time.